This is Solar Radio.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is your favorite uncle, Charlie Wilson, and you listen to Gary Spence with the sweetest rhythms.
Yes, it's Gary Spence, Solar Radio, the station where we just love coming to work. And, you know, I always get excited when I'm talking to different artists, but, you know, I mean, I'm absolutely starstruck that I've got Marc Sadane on live on the telephone. Good afternoon or good morning where you are, Marc.
Good morning, early morning. I didn't even sleep last night. I was waiting for this event.
Marc, I'm not normally starstruck, but thank you so much for, you know, I mean, I'm so excited. I can't wait to get underway and have a chat with you. You know, I mean, that song, if I could give you £1 for every time I've played it, you would probably be a millionaire by now. Do you know that, Marc?
Oh, well, listen, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to you and so grateful to all your listeners and all my fans. It's just unbelievable after all these years to know that, you know, I'm kind of emotional right now because I'm just thankful, man. I never knew all these years that people were still listening to me because, you know, in the States, if you don't have a hit, you know, people don't hear from you unless they go to your live shows. And that's what's been keeping me is my live shows. But to find out that my fans and you guys in the radio have been playing me all these years I'm just humbled and I'm grateful and I thank you so much.
You're welcome, Nate. I mean, the memories flooding back, you know, I mean, that was when you started your solo career, wasn't it, Marc? You know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, how did that track come about? Because, you know, we spoke off air, that could have been made last week. You know, I mean, a fantastic, and your voice in it, you know, I mean, your voice is so strong and it sort of, oh, wow, you know, I mean, it does send shivers, you know, I mean, on the dance floor, you know, I mean, you play that on the dance floor and people just go absolutely mad for that track, you know that? Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
Tell us some memories about that particular track then, Marc.
Well, it was in the crossroads of the music with Warner Brothers and Reggie Lucas and Mtume. And at that point in their careers, and I was in the mix of it, they separated with individual projects. And so Mtume produced me in his setting, and Reggie produced me in his setting. So that song was written by Reggie Lucas and produced in the studio by him. But, of course, when it came out, it was labeled as Mtume and Lucas. But Reggie Lucas took me into the studio. He wanted to try something different with me, and we went in, and I loved the track because if the track gets into my soul, then that's something that I really want to do. I liked what it was going to turn out to be, and not knowing that it was going to be a good song, not knowing that you guys in the UK and in Europe were going to be able to play this song for 20 years, you know what I mean? This is unbelievable, you know? And I didn't know anything about you guys supporting me until I went to France a couple of years ago to do a gig over with Juan Fernandez, the promoter, and I was on a show with Alicia Myers and Carl Carlton, and the way the reaction from the fans just blew my mind because I'm like, this stuff is old.
Yeah.
I know they don't want to hear this stuff. When I got the call that they wanted me to come over, I thought it was a joke.
Really?
So, you know, that's how that song developed, and I'm like I said, I can't say it enough how grateful I am to everyone for supporting me all these years because I thought it was over for me. And being honest, to thank all of you, you've given me a new surge in life. I have new music coming out. I have new music out. So it's a new day for me, and I thank you. I can't say it enough. I know you're going to hear me say it all the way through.
It's okay.
But I thank you guys.
We've got like an extended family now, Marc, haven't we? We've got this big soul family. But, you know, I mean, going back to 1 Minute from Love, you know what I mean? It's just sheer class, isn't it? You know, your voice. You know, I mean, what was it like to sing in the studio? You know, I mean, that was give us an example, perhaps, of what it was like. Because did you realise at the time that it was going to be such a big track?
Not at all, not at all. And like I said, at that time, they were working separately, and I had been used to working with both of them. So I just figured it was just something to do because of whatever was going on with them, and that nothing would really, really happen. And it was a good song in the States for a few years, and after the relationship between Lucas and Mtume dissolved, and there was no more Marc Sadane to work with, I just didn't think anything about it. I really didn't think anything about 1 Minute from Love, because I was heartbroken that their relationship ended and that I was in the crossfire, and nothing else was happening with us studio-wise. But when we got in the studio, Reggie sat me down, we went over the lyrics, he gave me the melody, asked did I like it, and I told him I really did. It was something totally different from what they had done for me before. So working with Reggie on this particular tune was a breath of fresh air, and I really wish I had known that it was as popular as it was or is, and I would have, tried to get over to you guys to do some live things, because I had no clue. I had no clue. It was just a great song that I really liked, and after it simmered in the States, I didn't think it existed anymore.
What was it like working with, Mtume? What was it like doing sort of stuff with him?
It was great, man, because I had, been a fan of his for many years, and I had been on the road with Stephanie Mills, and so I really was hoping that this man would, check me out. And when he came to a club in Newark, and I was performing live with my band, and when I saw him come in, I, got nervous and excited and went downstairs after that set and told my band, if he's still up there when we go up, we're going to go up and sing one of Stephanie's songs. And that's exactly what we did, and he came downstairs, and he's like, I've heard about you. I was on my way to the post office, saw your name on the marquee, and I came in, give me a call, and it was a hallelujah time, And in the next week or so, I had a meeting with him and his people, and it was on from there. And then, of course, with all the great people that he had doing backgrounds, people that I had idolized, it was amazing to work with him and Reggie at the time.
And obviously, I did speak to Stephanie Mills a long, long time ago. What was it like working with Stephanie Mills?
She is a sweetie pie, and as I said, I had a relationship with Stephanie before the album came about. And this was after Mtume had produced What You're Gonna Do With My Love, and in fact, that was the song I sang for him that night, purposely to hope that he would be interested, and we worked it and put my own flavor in it. Stephanie was encouraging, and in fact, after all the years of opening up for her before my project, when we went into the studio to work on my project, they were finishing up one of her projects. So she and I got a chance to talk, and she encouraged me and told me to just press on and never give up. But her whole family was just great, and I'm hoping somewhere down the line I can write a song for the both of us.
Yes, I think talking to me today, I think it's inspired you to get together. I think.
Okay, I hope so.
I think so. I'm no good at writing songs, but I can feel that you're going to join together real soon. Mark.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's before we talk anymore, let's go back to the One Way Love Affair album and obviously play the title track. Tell us about this one before we give it a spin, Mark.
Okay, which one was that?
Yeah, the One Way Love Affair, the title track to the album.
Oh my God! Well, One Way Love Affair came about Mtume coming over to my apartment and just talking what I was feeling, what I was going through, and at that time I was in a relationship, and it just seemed like it was all on me, not the other person. So I said, sometimes it seems like it's one way. And he was like, oh, that's a good song title. And we talked, and in about a day or so, I went over to his studio, and he played a piece of something that he was writing, and it turned out to be One Way Love Affair, and it was the first single, and it was a big, big hit for me in the States, and evidently in your part of the country also. And it was just joy it was a great song that related to my personal experience that he captured.
Mm. Well, let's close our eyes, Mark, together and go
Great.
back to the early 80s and just
Don't take me back.
just imagine we're back together in them days. Let's
Okay,
take a listen.
Nothing, so many ways. You're going through the motions, for days, pretending that you're happy, just you and I. You can't have the truth, 'cause leaving's in your eyes. Ooh. One-way love affair. But I'm the one who cares, baby. Ooh. One-way love affair. But I'm the one who cares. It's just a game. But my imagination got to me. My feelings, treat me like a fool. You're cheating and you're stealing, breaking all the rules. I took my chance on love. Pain has begun. Ain't no guarantee when you try to love as one. One-way love affair. But I'm the one who cares, baby. Ooh. One-way love affair. But I'm the one who cares. Just a game. But my imagination got to me. So near. I don't care. One-way love You keep saying nothing, so many ways, and you're going through the motions, for days, pretending to be happy, just you and I. But you can't have the truth, 'cause leaving's in your eyes, and it's just a game. But my imagination got to me. One-way love affair. It's a one-way love affair. One-way. You're going through the motions. Can't you see what you're doing?
Wow, there's a song that would probably woo the ladies, I should think, Mark, isn't it? One of those songs, One-Way Love Affair, that would definitely get the ladies screaming, I think, on stage.
Baby, why you wanna do it to me?
Oh,
Yep.
dear, oh dear. Back to the early 80s. Did you close your eyes on that track then, Mark, and bring back some memories?
You know what? Talking to you, and I'm going to be honest, Tim knows Tim Jones knows, and everybody knows that I'm a waterhead. I'm an emotional wreck. And 1 minute from love, I closed my eyes, and I know you felt me getting emotional. So on this one, I just looked up at the sky because I have my window blinds open. I'm looking up and just thanking God for this opportunity. And it's unbelievable. Here we go again. That these songs are still being played, man. I just cannot believe it at all. And it still hasn't set in. It still hasn't set in that these songs are still popular. You guys are still remembering Marc Sadane. So it's very emotional. And no, I'm not going to close my eyes.
Now going back,
because I'll be crying and our time will be gone.
I feel sad that I've made you cry on the show. You're the first artist to cry on my show, but it was nice tears. It wasn't sad tears. It was nice tears, wasn't it, Mark?
Oh yes, no tears of sadness.
No,
just joy. And with that particular song, it made a lot of the women throw their panties on stage, and and I would pass them off to the band. You know what I'm saying?
Did any men throw their pants at them you as well? Then, Mark, was it just ladies? And let's go way back, Mark. You know, I mean, before you sort of obviously went solo, you was in a group for a few years. Tell us about that.
Oh yeah. I was with a group called Tungsten Steel out of the Bronx. And my cousin, Tony, was the bass player. And I was heavily into my religious organization because I was the minister of music for my Pentecostal church. And my cousin was always trying to get me to do little other stuff. But, you know, I was raised and I was scared that if I step outside of the church, lightning would strike. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I just went with him to a rehearsal one evening, and say if it was on a Tuesday, and that Thursday they had a gig, and I had one song they wanted me to sing, and I can't even remember what that was. It was a slow jam. And that hit me that night from the response of the people in the audience. And I was like, I really like doing this, you know? And from that moment on, I became a part of Tungsten Steel, traveling to Canada, all over the country, and that was the beginning of Marc Sadane, the R&B singer, you know, thanking God for person that owned the club. After the group and I couldn't get it together, Sparky J invited me to take Thursday nights in his club, create a new band, and let it be the Marc Sadane Show. And that's how the solo thing came about, because there were a couple of people that were jealous, and they were singers and musicians, but the person in charge of the band wanted a solo artist that didn't play musicians to take front stage.
Yeah.
So that lasted a few years, and till the pressure got too hard for me, and the owner of the club saw it, and he pulled me to the side and said, Mark, what you need to do is create your own band, your own thing. And I started doing that, pulling in other musicians, and in about a month, I opened up my new show at the same club, and then he fired my old band.
Yeah. Let's come bang up to date. You know, we've definitely got to thank Tim as well, Tim Jones, for putting this album together, Lovetown Allstars, featuring some real classic people, if you don't mind me saying classic people.
Oh, that's what we are.
You definitely are, and you're still around. You're sounding fabulous in 2013. And obviously this track called Sunshine.
Well, Sunshine, like I said, to everybody, if it wasn't for Tim Jones, none of this would be happening at this time. And we don't know if it would be happening at all. Tim was the core person that did my M2May and Lucas tracks for me to get over to France to a gig. And after the gig, I got an email from Tim asking would I be interested in working with him and collaborating with him. And of course, that was a yes. And months went by. I think even a year went by. And then I got an email, and he was asking me, did I remember him? And I was trying to get through the computer and say, do I remember you? Of course I remember you. You helped me get this thing started. So he said he had some tracks, and he knew that I write, and would I be interested? He sent me the tracks, about 4 or 5 tracks. I wrote to 3 tracks, got them back to him. He decided on which one, and the song that he chose, which I wrote, is called Sunshine, and we recorded it here in New Jersey, and of course, we hope everything else will be history.
Well, we do a chart on a Monday night called the Sweet Rhythms Chart. It's quite a backbone of solar radio for new music, and the album's #1 in the chart at the moment.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, all the fans. All the radio. Thank you.
Just before you go, can you just give us a line out of 1 minute from Love before we play your new track? Would that be okay, Mark?
I want to know, is it real? What's the deal this time? Let's take it slow. Never be afraid to show what you feel. And I feel love for all you guys.
Thank you so much, Mark. We're going to see you in the UK.
Thank you, Gary.
I'll have to get my plane over and fly you over. Do you know that? When I buy it, I'll fly it over and pick you up.
Please, I'll be the first one at the airport.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I know we're going to talk
God bless,
again.
and everybody have a great day.
Yep, have a great day. I know you got up really early to do this interview, so very kind. Lots of love from Solar and everybody that loves Marc Sadane.
Love you guys.
Thank
God
you.
Bless. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.
Coming, ooh, you're next to me. All night long, our love's a symphony.
Sorry to be rude and speak over the record, but I must say good afternoon. I'll be back Monday between 8 and 10. Have a great weekend. Keep it solar. Thank you, Marc Sadane.
Can't get enough, you're my number one. You soothe my mind. Oh, ever since that day that you said you'd be mine. Sunshine, you soothe my mind. Ever since that day. Ooh, I feel what I feel. You're my heartbeat's happy. I hear music in the air. Daylight's coming. Ooh, you're next to me. Yeah. All night long, our love's a symphony. Baby, that's what it is to me. A symphony. Oh, clouds go by, rainbows come. Can't get enough, you're my number one. Shine, sunshine, you soothe my mind. Ever since that day that you said you'd be mine. Sunshine, you soothe my mind. Ever since that day, I said life can be oh so much better when your love's in perfect harmony. Daylight a sinful